Welcome to Insights for Living. The power of silence. In Job chapter 2, verses 11 and 13, it says, Now when Job's three friends heard of all the adversity that had come upon him, each one came from his own place. Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite. For they had made an appointment together to come and mourn with him and to comfort him. And now listen to this, verse 13. So they sat down with him on the ground 7 days and 7 nights, and no one spoke a word to him, for they saw that his grief was very great. We are a chatty society. We are often on the phone or a mobile or computer. We always are in verbal communication. We like to talk and we like to communicate. We are so addicted to verbal communication that many people can't leave their home without a cell phone or a mobile in their pockets. But you know, in times of grief, silence is always the best. When Job's three friends came to know about Job's situation, what had happened to him, they came and sat down near him. For 7 days they didn't speak a word to him. Think of it, for a whole week. They sat with him on the ground for a whole week without speaking anything to him. They restrained what must have been a strong urge to give some advice or suggestions or express their views why it had happened. But silently they controlled themselves and suffered with him. In the presence of grief, words sometimes are an hindrance. Often we resort to speaking because we are uncomfortable with the silence rather than because we have something to say. We think that we have to say something, whatever it may be. But consequently, when trying to console a friend, we often engage in empty talk. We say things that we don't really mean. For example, we say, I know what you are feeling. Do you exactly know what that person is feeling? Not at all. So such kind of words we speak and we try to comfort them. People who have borne the deep anguish testified that silence in the presence of such grieving people brings the deepest comfort. It is not their words, but they are quietly sharing the load of sorrows that helps the bereaved in their suffering. So don't be in a hurry to speak something. Don't feel that you have to speak. Sometimes silence is the best thing. Sometimes just a tap on the shoulder or holding the hand or a hug can mean much. Ask God's Spirit prayerfully to what words you have to say. Pray that God will prepare their heart to receive what we have to say. Until then, let your comfort be expressed in silence and in prayer than in words. And remember, less talk often means the most comfort. This is Insights for Living. Until next time, this is Pastor Joseph Shezard signing off.